Ah, are we filming? Okay. Don't watch ER at 3 a.m. The fluorescent light of my glow of the fluorescent glow of my computer screen was the only source of light in the dark apartment. It was 2:50 a.m. I had just gotten home from night classes. The day had been a whirlwind of lectures and caffeine, but now that I was finally home, my mind refused to shut off. Sleep was a distant, unattainable concept. I decided to do what I always do when I can't sleep: watch an episode of ER. It was 3 a.m. sharp when I put on parental guidance. I had seen it a million times, so it was the perfect distraction. The intro in the episode was started out normally until Dr. Gates, who was his charming, slightly arrogant as his usual self, he was walking down the hall in a scene, and then he just poof disappeared. I thought 1 second later he was there. The next he was gone. I chalked it up to a glitch in the streaming service. I was using Hulu, by the way, and I didn't pay it any attention. Took a really strange turn during the scene where Dr. Banfield and Claire O'Fallon. And Dr. Banfield was questioning Claire about hurting her sister Julia. She was questioning why she did it. And Claire said,
"'Cause it felt great. Seeing her lie there, all pale."
"It felt good," said Dr. Banfield. "You know, it would probably be better if you stay in the hospital for a while."
"Why? I'm not sick."
It continued up normally until Claire's face contorted into a snarl and screamed, "I won't!" Her voice echoing through my apartment. She rushed to her mother outside the room while screaming "I won't," like she would in the episode. Before the security guards can grab her and take her to the psychiatric ward, she pulled out something out of her pocket. It was a nuclear bomb. Just as she was getting taken away, she activated the tactical nuclear bomb. Just like that, the hospital and the city were destroyed. The camera cut to a pile of smoking rubble. Julia was alive, lying among the debris. Everyone else was vaporized to ashes, including Claire. She looked at the camera. Her eyes were wide and glassy, and whispered,
"My favorite food is Wendy's."
She then collapsed and supposedly died. I stared at the screen, mouth wide open. What the hell was I watching? This wasn't ER. This was something else entirely. Maybe it was an episode from an alternate universe. Who knows? The absurdity of it was all so bizarre and so profoundly stupid, it was even boring. A surge of rage shot through me as I grabbed my desk chair and threw it at the TV. The screen shattered into a shower of sparks and plastic. The sound of the explosion finally stopped. I stood there, panting, in the middle of the mess. My heart was pounding, but the silence was a welcome relief. And then I turned around, and standing in my living room in my apartment was Claire O'Fallon. She was standing in my house, and I said, "Please leave," I said. "I won't!" She snarled back at me. Before I can react, she grabbed a ceramic plate from the small table by my couch and threw it at my head. The world went black for a second and then white. Hot pain exploded behind my eyes. I fell to the floor. My vision was burning. That's when I heard a familiar voice.
What is going on here?"
My girlfriend Samantha, then walked into the room. She then saw me on the floor, the broken plate, and Claire standing over me. Something in her snapped. Her hair turned bright, shimmering gold, and she rose into the air, bursting with energy. Samantha went Super Saiyan. The fight that followed was worthy of a comic book. Samantha and Claire were turned into a jumbled mess of fists, kicks, and pure power. They tore through my apartment, a whirlwind of destruction 1,000 times more intense than the nuclear bomb scene in the show. Through the chaos, I felt a hand on my arm. It was Julia, her little sister. Or was she her older sister? I don't know. Her face was pale, but she was alive, and somehow much more than a pile of dust. She helped me up, her grip surprisingly strong.
Come on,
She said, her voice soft but urgent.
we have to go.
We ran out of the apartment, down the stairs, and into the night. We didn't stop until we reached the edge of the forest that bordered our city. We kept running in deeper and deeper into the trees, leaving behind the screams and glowing auras, and the shattered pieces of my old apartment. We were never seen again. The end?